be just as loud, just as fast, and hopefully just as entertaining.
32,000 pounds of thrust from two GE404 engines that power this jet, well past the speed of sound, and we're going to see the capability demonstration of your United States Navy's A-18C Hornet. Listen to the sound of these engines.
Bearshark flying today has around the same 200 to 250 arrested landings in Hornets and Super Hornets as well.
What's the first pass going to be, Pound?
All right, the first pass will be coming up from the right. He's going to execute a high-speed pass. So we're going to show off the incredible high-speed capabilities of the F-18. He's going to bring it from right to left here down to 200 feet.
Okay, Nick Green, this is Rob Ryder with Pound over here. Can you call out some speed for us, partner?
Hey, Rob, you have it swinging right now, about 500 knots.
That's 575 miles an hour, 500 knots. That's over 6. 70 miles per hour. It's just shy of the speed of sound. Of course, you have to be very careful not to get any supersonic stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We could definitely go faster than that if we wanted to, but the FAA wouldn't be a big fan if we blew out everybody's windows around here.
The F-A-18 Hornet has proved so good for the Navy ever since the 70s when it was a loser to the Air Force. The prototype was a loser to the Air Force, but it is amazingly agile and controllable.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's got some incredible capabilities both at high and low speeds, and it's something that's been a real workhorse for the Navy ever since then. We're going to have him coming in from the left for his next maneuver right now.
That minimum radius turn, whether you're in a dogfight or avoiding air-to-air missiles, ground-to-air missiles, the ability to turn tight in a very short space gives it a great advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We're going to show that off right now.
The Hornet minimum radius.
Carrier config pass. So Bearshark's going to come in, lower the landing gear, and most importantly, he's going to lower that arresting hook in the back. That's that arresting hook is really what separates Navy aircraft from all the rest and allows us to land on the aircraft carrier out at sea.
And that landing area isn't a lot larger than your driveway, is it?
No, not really. We're flying in there at about 150 miles an hour, and we're coming down trying to land on about basically the size of your driveway that's moving, pitching, and rolling as you're coming down.
And moving away from you at an angle.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We used to have just straight deck carriers, and then we realized if we angled them, we could take off and land at the same time, which is a great capability for us, but does make it a little bit more complicated as the landing area moves away at an angle on you.
The carrier configuration pass. Okay, there's the carrier configuration pass. Let's talk some more. What's coming up?
All right, so coming up from the left, he's going to execute a maximum pitch rate demo. So what we like to do, some of the things that the F-18 can do are change direction very quickly, which is incredibly helpful in a fight with another aircraft. So we're going to show off some of that incredible nose authority as he's coming in from the left, and then in a very short period of time, he's going to execute a max maneuver and change 90 degrees and head off away from the crowd here.
Dual digital flight control systems help, but it still takes a great pilot to do it. Here's the picture. Now that's maneuverable, but feeling some pretty serious G's, right?
Oh yeah, on that maneuver he was probably in the 6.5 to 7 G range as he's, so his arms and his whole body are about 7 times the weight that they normally are.
Oh, that's tough. Now, you told us it could go way past the speed of sound. Let's see how slow he could go. Can I give him a call?
Yeah, let's give him a call on the radio, see what he's got.
Hey, Bearshark, how slow can you go? All right, how many degrees nose up are you going to be on this? Okay, now you're weighing in at what, 30,000 pounds or so? All right, well, bring her in. High alpha pace. Listen to the speeds. That's still pretty good. You get much slower when you come to the back.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Sometimes you want to go as slow as you can, let the guys are fighting flying out in front of you, you can shoot him down. This time he's going to try just to compare how slow he was on that one. He'll come back for another high speed here, show off how fast we can go immediately following a slow speed pass.
Now my references say you can go about 1,150 miles an hour.
Somewhere in that range, yeah.
So when he was going 150, that was about 1/10 his top speed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 1/10 is top speed, and just like with those flight controls you talked about, because of those flight control computers, we're fully controllable all the way down to that speed.
Wow. So you can actually get the nose up a lot higher if necessary.
Oh yeah, we can go much higher than that. But here he comes from the right to show off that high speed again. The aerodynamic forces are so great around the airframe as it gets close to the speed of sound that, or the high G maneuvers, that the moisture in the air, the molecules of water in the air actually get squeezed together and form a visible cloud. So we're actually seeing a cloud actually forming right around the airplane. As Joe said, good environmentals. Is this the CV brake? Yeah, that's exactly right. It's coming in from the left to show off how we go and try and recover on board the aircraft carrier.
CV is that's the designation for an aircraft carrier.
Yep, that's exactly right. So he's going to come in from the left, he's going to come in at high speed, and then execute an overhead maneuver to slow down quickly, lower his landing gear, and execute a touch and go.
And then he's going to lower the flaps, he's going to lower the tail hook if he were actually going to land. Now this is part of the most critical phase of the flight because he's got to be right on line. And what happens if that tail hook doesn't grab one of 3 or 4 wires across the deck?
So if he comes down and he either misses it because it's too high, or if it bounces off the flight deck and doesn't hook one of those, every single time, regardless of whether you trap or not, we go to full power and we're ready to take off. So in this case, what we'll demonstrate is if he did skip those wires, he'd take right back off every single time, because like we talked about, it's about the size of your driveway, so you don't really have time to hit the brakes and stop rolling out.
And so whether if it misses, you go full throttle. If it catches, you still go full throttle.
Yeah, you're still at full throttle. You get all the way stopped. The resting gear will pull you to a stop. The reverse of a roller coaster there. You'll stop, and then you'll pull the throttles back after you know you're safe.
This is the demonstration of a controlled crash. Unlike airliners and private pilots, you guys don't flare. Your 600 to 700 foot descent rate is all the way to the ground.
Yeah, all the way to the ground. Landing and hitting the flight deck is pretty much a surprise to us because we're focusing on other things.
Oh, God. That's the first I've ever Now, he has got it cleaned up. He just did a tuck under brake there, where he looked like he was going to turn left. He rolled hard to the left and then stopped after 3/4 of the roll.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We like to roll left to go right, kind of head fake you a little bit so you're not really sure where we're going.
So just like the best running backs in the NFL.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They'll show off their moves later today. We were showing off some of ours this morning.
All right, what are we going to see next?
So next from the right, down here at 200 feet, we'll see a photo pass. It'll be up on a wing, and hopefully get some good pictures if you got your cameras ready.
From the right, from VFA 106, the Gladiators here at Naval Air Station Oceana. Lieutenant Nick Green, call sign Bearshark. Here he comes from the right for the photo pass. So did you see the clouds build up on it? You got that? That's the way it works. And he was pulling G's, about how many G's all the way around?
He was probably about 7.5 G's that whole way around.
Means at 200 pounds, that's 1,500 pounds. He weighs 3/4 of a ton.
Yeah, exactly right. It takes a lot of effort. It's a lot of work. You got to be in good shape to be able to do that sort of maneuver.
Just like a Dodge Ram 3/4 ton. That's kind of serious weight. Now he'll do another CV break or carrier break.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'll come in for his break, and we'll go ahead and full stop and hopefully finish up the show here.
Now, the other thing that I want to mention, and I'll wait till he gets past here because this is going to get annoying, because he's still under afterburner, and we see some straight passes from the power guys. Firewalkers International, Pyro. Rich Sarge Myers is in charge of the team there. When Bearshark is coming around to land, on this runway, I understand there is painted a carrier landing area. Is that correct?
Yeah, on all Navy runways where we're practicing these sort of landings, we paint a small little, we call it the carrier box. It's the same exact size as an aircraft carrier A-18C, and if you ever walked over and checked it out, it's significantly smaller than the runway here. So that's what we'll practice landing on every time we come back to the field, so when we go to the boat, we're ready to get it.
Every landing is graded.
That's exactly right. Everything we do is always judged and graded, and every landing on the boat is graded as well to make sure that we're doing it safely and repeatedly.
Again, we don't flare this airplane like we do a commercial airliner or a private airplane. The descent rate of 600 to 700 feet per minute is continued all the way to touchdown. Pinpoint accuracy. Ladies and gentlemen, a nice round of applause, if you will, for Lieutenant Nick Green, call sign Bearshark.